All right, we want you on your feet and loud.
I say yeah!
And if you hear the beat, well, just go with it. Nathan Epstein here with the top plays of Week 2, the Friday Night Flights Top 10. A lot of offense, but a lot of defense. Here we go. First up, defense always sets the tone. Indian River's Jaquan Yulee, one of the top linebackers in the country, committed to Alabama. The scoop and the score against Kings Fork. Same theme at number 9, interception and the touchdown for Armand Jones of Western Branch against Great Bridge. And to the beach we go for number 8, Salem's Devonta Williams. Untouched. 66 yards to the house against Princess Anne. And number 7, this guy can do it all. Grassfield's Grant Holloway with the interception. He's one of the top receivers in the country, an All-American track star. Has a pick 6 against Hickory. Also returned a punt for a score and had a long touchdown catch. Says no, sir. Can't win without special teams. Number 6, Granby return man Jaquavion Beecham. Seam, speed, see ya. 83 yards, touchdown. More defense at number 5, Deep Creek's Jalen Jefferson. Picked off by Nansemond River's Colby Williams, and he's going the other way. Big win for Nansemond River. Now to the bruising Western Branch Bruins at number 4, and that is Keith Bryant. 80 yards for a touchdown. Hands to the sky, and he wasn't done. Bryant again, this time 69 big ones. Nearly 150 yards on just 2 touches. That's production. Helped lead to a shutout win over Great Bridge. Back to Grassfield at number 3. A little lightning, sidestep, then the thunder. Darius Hagens, get in there, big fella. Touchdown, Grizzlies. But that didn't cover quite the real estate we saw at number 2. Green run back Breland Cipher is one of the top backs in Southampton Roads. He's got 5 touchdowns this season. This one probably covered about 110 yards. Stallions all over Lansdowne. And number 1, by now, you know who she is. Wilson kicker Cynthia Brown threw a touchdown pass last week. Believed to be the first girl in Virginia ever to do that. And against Granby, last play, last seconds, ball game. From 35 yards, Wilson wins by 1. It was her 3rd make of the night, and it looked like it could have cleared from 45. This girl has been nothing short of amazing. Can she top it? I'm Nathan Epstein, and we have 10 more for you next week.
The team took the field to wild applause. Football fans lined up ready for a good game, and the players couldn't have been happier to show off their skills. With cheerleaders cheering them on,
Everybody yell! Everybody yell!
and proud parents snapping pictures on the sidelines, it was a pretty typical kids' football game. But the focus here was more on camaraderie than competition.
They just get such a kick out of helping each other. One of the big things that I get is that an offensive team will score and the defense is over there high-fiving them for a great run or whatever. They're just really supportive of each other.
The CFF Carolina Challengers are a Pop Warner flag football team and cheer squad. The players may have disabilities, but it's their abilities that shine on the football field.
I caught an interception at the end of the game. I blocked really well. I had some good defense. Yeah, and I just love it that they get to have fun even though they have, disabilities, and that they get to experience the fun of the game just as much as I do.
The team relies on volunteers to coach and help out. Playing and cheering is free for participants, and volunteers say the kids' smiles are all the payment they need.
They're all excited. They're always upbeat. They're ready to go. They love to play. They're excited about this, and that just means the world to us. So, I mean, we get as much as we give. It really is a tremendous opportunity.
And at the end of the game, everyone wins.
1, 2, 3,
Go Shouters!
Stay all the way.
They live for this day.
Let's go Spartan. That's what I'm talking about. Behold the green and gold.
This is their Friday.
Norfolk State, number 1, baby.
At Norfolk State,
You can find probably anything you want to eat out here. Everybody's out here having a great time.
Behold the green and gold.
game day is tradition.
Tailgating is just the camaraderie of friends coming back from all over the country, coming back that we went to school with. and just enjoying ourselves.
We've been existing since October 1999. We come out and we support Norfolk State.
From spectator.
I be out here early every day. I love it. I'm a Spartan all the way.
To alumni.
Greatest thing ever, just being able to come back and tailgate and just be with their family.
To even a former Spider.
I would like to put Norfolk State's band and that march and that marching legion against anybody in the country because they know how to bring in a tailgate party.
From one of the most spirited fan bases in Hampton Roads.
We're going to win the MEX now. We're ready. It's a season just started today, and look for us to be all the way now. I think we got to get stuff together.
The message always, behold the green and gold. In Norfolk, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
One thing is true in sports.
Everybody likes winners. That makes a big deal.
Especially on a Friday night. And this is the sound of a win streak continuing on.
We had some outstanding teams in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then we just had a little rough time there for several years, and the kids kept plugging away.
Antoine, go right.
There's a general consensus as to what or who is restoring the cheer around here.
The same players, but a different coach. It shows how leadership changes everything.
Hey, Mike, where you at?
New head coach. They're just responding really well to him, and these kids started out winning together at the middle school that Coach Twine coached.
So while plenty of parents have their eyes set on their special student from the band in the stands,
look around. Everybody's screaming and yelling. It's great.
To the players on the field,
We here, dog. My son, number 11, Aiden Smith.
the bleachers are filling back up because everyone's excited about the next big win.
Deep Creek back. New Creek.
And the possibilities of their glory days being restored.
Touchdown.
We've seen impressive before, but from the sideline to the stands to in between the white lines, this may be one of the most outstanding countdowns we've ever had. This is the Friday Night Flights Top 10. Number 10 goes to Indian River High School. That's Nyreek Foster, who suffers from limb-girdle muscular dystrophy. Only his first year at Indian River, but the team made him feel welcome and brought him on as an honorary Brave for the game.
Thank you, everybody. It shouts out loud.
That is outstanding. And so is this, a little defense in the Bay Rivers district at number 9. Donovan Edwards, interception, and a pick 6 for Poquoson, who beats York. Now to Powhatan Field in Norfolk, Churchland quarterback Denardo Harrison to Quentin Green. One step, all green to the end zone. More from this game later. Back to Indian River, the Braves punting. Close your eyes, Nyreek. Bad punt goes right to Grassfield's Aaron Bullock, who bowls his way into the end zone. Touchdown Grizzlies, but the Braves got that win for Nyreek. To the Bay Rivers for number 6, Taft quarterback Will Marks. On the marks. Demetrius Bagwell does the rest on third down. Tigers touchdown. Grafton came back for the win. Number 5 to the Peninsula, Gloucester's Isaiah Spencer. Look at this. How in the world does he manage to stay on his feet, pushing the pile all the way for the touchdown against Hampton? Talk about tough running. Hampton, though, got the win. Back to Powhatan for number 4. Maury's Javon Elliott goes up for the interception. Now, his teammates were kind of joking him for not being the fastest guy, but you can't argue with the result. That is a 90-yard interception for a touchdown, and the Commodores go on for the win. Number 3, against Western Branch, Kings 4 quarterback Justin German has to pick up a bad snap, keeps his eyes downfield, perfect pass right over the fingertips. Sherrod Joe for the score. Down to the last 2, Phoebus Phantom doing a disappearing act. Andre Jackson, now you see him, now you don't. Incredible run, avoids about 5 tackles for the touchdown. Number 1, same game. Phoebus going long, and Kickatan's Keith Grady. One-handed interception. Worth another look. Tremendous catch. This list is going to be hard to beat. Let us know what you think. Until next week, Nathan Epstein with the Friday Night Flights Top 10. long last, game day had finally arrived.
Huggy, huggy, huggy!
And Hokie Nation had finally come to SB Ballard Stadium.
We are taking it all in, man. It was just an awesome day.
Plenty of this.
ODU! ODU!
But also plenty of...
Let's go!
I think it's going to be a wonderful rival, and I hope ODU one day will beat them. Maybe tonight it will be that game.
The game started just as you'd expect. But even this 87-yard dash and a 7-0 lead couldn't slow down the Old Dominion resolve.
I told them guys, believe, have my back. I'll have y'all back.
I mean, we told each other, after the Charlotte game, we're all we have and, we're all we need.
I mean, we just had to believe.
Then something happened. Trailing by a touchdown 4 separate times, Old Dominion's hometown quarterback showed an All-American moxie and a fearlessness in the face of one of America's best. And soon, a sold-out home crowd also began to believe.
The fans, they were on the feet their entire game. I look back, they look at me, they're like, let's go. And I'm like, let's go.
I'm happy we could silence half of the stadium, but I'm glad our fans stuck by us and they cheered us on.
Suddenly, this 0-3 underdog delivered a knockout blow heard around the nation.
We were believing all week that this would happen, and our plan was just to literally chuck the ball around and have fun. And these guys, Duhart, Fulgham, and so many more, they made so many plays.
And for the first time in ODU football history, SB Ballard swallowed by a sea of students in celebration.
It's just something that's going to take time to fully comprehend the magnitude of what just happened, and it's something I'm never going to forget. And I told the players in the locker room, don't ever forget this moment. This is a life-changing moment for them. This is why you lift all the weights and do what you do. You just did something that everybody's going to want to say they were part of it. Everybody's going to want to say they saw it. And this is really a life-changing moment for all of us in the context of Dominion football.
The night the unthinkable happened. In Norfolk, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. Sunday marks exactly 1 year since Old Dominion stunned the college football world and shocked 17th ranked Virginia Tech at SB Ballard Stadium. Saturday night, the Monarchs nearly upset 21st ranked Virginia on its home field. Quarterback Stone Smart gave Old Dominion the early 10-0 lead with a 10-yard scamper into the end zone. And then Matt Geiger's 47-yard touchdown sprint down the sideline on 4th down put the Monarchs ahead 17-0. The roar at Scott Stadium fell absolutely silent, all except for the Old Dominion section. The Monarchs led 17-7 at the half, but holding on to a 17-14 lead in the 4th quarter, Coach Bobby Wilder decided to pull the trigger and go for it on 4th down and 1 from his own 29-yard line. The Cavaliers made the stop.
I felt like we needed that 4th and 1 in the 4th quarter. We needed a spark to get going, and I don't regret it at all. That's the type of football you need to play when you're a huge underdog on the road. You've got to go for it, and that's what we tried to do.
From there, the Wahoos scored 14 unanswered and survived a scare, while the Monarchs were left with a bitter taste in their mouths, heading back to Norfolk with a 28-17 loss.
It most definitely stings a little bit. We could feel it in the locker room. Coming again and getting up on our opponent like that was big. Just being able to not take our foot off the gas, I think that's what hurt us the most. And just really executing, goes back to executing each and every play. But I feel like we're strong. This game definitely brought us closer together.
The mood is we just know we got to play better. At the end of the day, it's about wins and losses, and if you don't get the win, it doesn't matter. So we just got to play better next week and look towards next week to getting the W against ECU.
So now the Monarchs have to reset and get ready for East Carolina, which heads to SB Ballard Stadium next weekend. Martin Truex Jr. is a perfect 2-0 through the NASCAR playoffs with a win at Richmond Raceway last night. We're going to recap that race and tonight on WAVY News 10 at 6 and 10:45 on the Sports Wrap. We'll get you set for the Redskins against the Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football. From Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
7 sports teams will be no more after this season at the College of William and Mary. Officials say it's due to financial reasons. Student athletes and alumni say it's devastating.
I formed the most important relationships in my life on that pool deck. And to think that future generations of people won't have that opportunity is heartbreaking for me.
Former swimmer and head coach Matt Crispino is one of many people calling for an audience with college leadership.
Allow us a chance to fundraise, allow us a chance to make the program self-sustaining.
Swimming alumnus Tom Gill wants to see that too.
We are not ready to let this program just go away because a couple of people think that it's a burden on their time.
What's happening now at the college echoes something Gill experienced decades ago.
I was in the room in 1991 when they cut our program the first time, and to hear this happen again, and knowing where this program has gone since we saved it the first time, stunned really by just a ridiculous decision by the administration.
What came out of that challenge was a $3 million endowment for the swim team, and it's unclear what will happen to that money, but Gill is confident something like that could happen again, and he wants the college to give them a chance.
Now is not the time to take away these opportunities for people. Now is not the time to take away the things that make life worth living.
Mike London's job is to coach football, but that's been far from his main focus during these unprecedented times.
You know, you're worried about the players, your families, our country, just so many things are going on right now that you hope you can keep it all together and be instrumental in guiding other young men.
With no games in the fall, Coach London has to try to keep his guys ready for when the CAA hopes to kick off sometime in the spring.
We will continue to prepare, get ready until somebody says, you know, that's not happening.
There are a number of protocols at William & Mary, and this is one of them. As long as you're on campus, you got to be wearing a mask. The team, meanwhile, is starting to get back to work. They're in phase 1 of a 3-phase process, which will eventually allow them to get back to full football activity.
Our guys have been here. They've done the testing protocols, the concussion protocols, the safety health checks. Part of the process of phase 1, phase 2 also leads to a phase 3, which is the opportunity to have practices as we know it.
As of yet, there's no set schedule, no opening opponent to plan for, and still months of uncertainty ahead.
The CAA has to come up with who we're going to play, what's the schedule going to look like. Is it going to be regional? Is it going to be more local as much as possible? That's yet to be determined. It's still being voted on by leadership. All I want to do is get our guys ready from the standpoint of being physically, emotionally, intellectually ready to play this game.
London's first year as head man ended with the Tribe winning 3 of their last 4, but he'll have to wait a little longer to see if that momentum carries over into year number 2. In Williamsburg, Nathan Epstein for the Sport Track.
You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun.
You know, this game's double overtime. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's crazy.
Anthony Jofrion and his Kings Fork Bulldogs are 4-0 after a thrilling 24-21 double overtime win over Nansemond River in a battle of undefeated crosstown rivals.
That was a great game to watch. I know y'all enjoyed it.
The night started off tense, no handshakes.
Hey guys, I know this is a rivalry. I know you guys know everybody. Let's play hard, play smart, okay?
Like a battle of 2 heavyweights feeling each other out in the first, the Bulldogs opened up the scoring in the second, behind one of the area's best, Javon Ford. It seemed like momentum started to sway in favor of Kings Fork after Kendrick Overton threw an interception for Nansemond River the following drive. But with seconds to go in the half, Melvin Brown goes for 56 yards. Tie game heading into the locker room. After a scoreless third, Overton started the fourth quarter with a statement to Tavon Douglas, giving Nansemond River the 21-14 lead. But the workhorse in the second half, who proved to be the difference for Kings Fork,
Javon Ford is a special kid, man.
Ford tied it up, pushed it to overtime, where the Bulldogs would get the ball first, and he would score again. Nansemond River would trade blows, scoring their own overtime touchdown, but Kings Fork scored again, stuffed the Warriors, and left it all to kicker Jean-Pierre Belay.
So we've always had a kicker with the last name Belay.
Our soccer head coach, his name is Belay, and every kid that I've had as a kicker here has been a Belay, and he's the last one. And he's only in 9th grade, man. He's very special. Our team's just competed, man. You know, at the end of the day, we came out on top, but that game could have went either way.
The lessons these kids learn on the ice can help develop their life skills outside the hockey rink.
The outcomes associated with youth sports participation lead to higher graduation rates from high school, higher completion rates of college, higher wages in one's life.
Presidential advisor Ivanka Trump, along with former baseball all-star Johnny Damon, toured 2 youth sports facilities in Washington, D.C., and helped unveil a first-of-its-kind national youth sports strategy.
To reinvigorate American youth sports as a way for every kid to get exercise.
Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar says this initiative can help level the playing field by removing equipment cost and other barriers. The Trump administration plans to provide $6.7 million to 18 organizations nationwide. The goal is to have state and local governments team up with schools and families to expand youth sports.
This is increasingly important to girls as well, who are disproportionately underrepresented.
And racial and ethnic minorities, and kids from low-income communities, and kids with disabilities.
This Kids on Ice program offers skating and hockey lessons for free or at a reduced price. Officials see opportunities like this as a win-win situation. In Washington, Bree Jackson.
Matt Schaub, Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, and Russell Wilson. All NFL quarterbacks, 3 likely Pro Football Hall of Famers, a league MVP, and a Super Bowl champion. None of them did to Virginia Tech what 5'10" Blake LaRussa did on Saturday night.
Oh my gosh, man, I'm so proud of Blake, man. Blake stepped up to the challenge. And when his number was called, he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
His 495 yards passing, the second most ever allowed by Bud Foster's Hokie defense. The team's 630 total yards, the most Foster has ever allowed.
It's wild to me. Extremely thankful.
You always want to see good things happen to good people. Well, a great thing happened to a great person.
Seemingly undersized and under-recruited at a Bishop Sullivan Catholic in Virginia Beach, he walked on at Old Dominion, took the starting job last summer, and then lost it to Stephen Williams.
In a snap of a finger, you know, you can be given something so amazing, and then in a snap of a finger, it can be gone like that. So I'm very thankful for it. I'm just going to keep working every day.
But he earned it right back, not only with his play, but his toughness.
He got knocked down at least 15 times in this game. I mean, one time he got face masked so badly his helmet got turned around and he just kept getting back up. He gave his teammates energy, confidence. They kept looking at him and seeing what he was doing and how he kept picking himself off the turf and said, you know what, I've got to go even harder.
And what is Blake doing now? Back to work.
I don't think we're dragging from this past weekend. I think that we're taking the confidence that we had from that, and that's what we're taking from this past weekend. But now, you know, going into this week, we're using that confidence.
All eyes on the quarterback this weekend at East Carolina. With the Monarchs, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.